All right, here we go, everybody. Boosie Badass is not happy with content creators, YouTubers, and podcasters trying to play detective and solve crimes for the police. As most of you know, Boosie comes from the streets, and he's always been outspoken about his anti-snitching stance. If Boosie catches wind that you've snitched or that you're affiliated with someone who has, don't be surprised if he cuts you off completely. We saw that play out with Kodak Black after he linked up with 6ix9ine for a record. Boosie has been vocal about his disapproval ever since. So if you're someone like Boosie, watching what's happening right now, seeing people casually making content and going on podcasts to speculate about who committed what crime and where, it's understandably hard to wrap your head around. Back in the day, pointing fingers at someone for a crime, even indirectly, was heavily frowned upon. Nobody wanted that reputation attached to their name, and even subtly implicating someone used to be considered off-limits. Now, of course, there are edge cases people bring up. What if it was your mother who was killed and you knew who did it? Would you go to the police? Or what if it was your own child and you knew exactly who pulled the trigger? Would you handle it yourself or let the system take over? There are plenty of nuanced scenarios like that, but within hip-hop culture specifically, pointing the finger at someone, directly or indirectly, has remained a hard line that most won't cross. Speaking of hip-hop, the latest headline making rounds involves YG and the ongoing investigation into Drakeo the Ruler's death. About 2 weeks ago, ahead of his scheduled event with The Game, YG was briefly detained and questioned by police, though it's worth noting he has not been named a suspect in the case. Since then, a number of content creators have started pointing fingers in his direction, with names like Wack 100, Poetik, and Flakko among those getting called out for it.
So YG's RICO for the murder of Drakeo the Ruler starts tomorrow. Here's why. Something very important is happening tomorrow that's gonna cause a domino effect that I believe will ultimately seal the fate for YG. So tomorrow, Drakeo's alleged killer, Frankenstone, the man who is being accused of actually taking a knife and stabbing Drakeo in his neck, he goes back to court. But here's the thing, he's not going to court for Drakeo the Ruler's death. He's going to court for another body.
He's got a very, very big problem on his hand, and the internet is now unraveling the true reasons for his beef with Drakeo the Ruler, and it is unfortunately much more complicated than you possibly could have imagined.
Just a couple of days ago, Wack 100 appeared on Adam 22's podcast and reportedly suggested he expects YG to eventually be charged in connection with Drakeo the Ruler's murder.
Go on record. I think there will come a day where YG will be charged.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Whether the truth or a lie, when you got that many people around, that many people possibly involved, a nigga will catch a case way over there and spill the beans or create a lie to get out of it. And I think based on that, there's gonna come a day where YG gonna be cuffed fighting the case because a so-called homie then says something, whether true or not. I got a lot of homies that did 20, 30 years because a homie just straight lied on homie Lil Buttons. 26 years because the motherfucker, lied on him. He ain't have a gun, he ain't have shit. Because a homie, another Paru, said he did it. They cuffed him. You see what I'm saying? So now it's YG, if he ever get caught up, is he gonna say it wasn't me, it was this dude? That's what it's gonna come down to.
Right.
I do think it's gonna come a day to where one of them dudes, murder ain't got no statute of limitations.
Yeah.
I'm not saying YG did anything. I'm simply saying that it's gonna come a day where one of these dudes is gonna say some shit and it's gonna have him looking crazy.
After watching all of this play out, what he sees as blatant snitching and dry snitching, Boosie Badass has clearly had enough, and he's decided to speak out on it directly. Here's what he had to say.
I was scrolling out on Instagram, bro. It's bigger than the police. All y'all podcasters, not all of them, but YouTubers and people on Instagram, y'all the golden egg to the investigator. All they gotta do is hashtag your page and hashtag who they want to hear about and build their case. Y'all go into depth, into detail, saying names, saying stuff about crimes. Like, it's sad, bro. And why is the question? The people y'all doing this trying to harm never harm you a day in their life. Y'all never had words. They don't even know you. The people you doing this for, they don't know you neither. They don't give a fuck about you. If they family wore a silver suit, you wouldn't get shit. You wouldn't get $1. So why is the question? Do it make you sleep better at night? Like, why are we so happy in the world with someone's downfall? And why is always us doing this to us? You never see a white man doing this to a white artist. Why is you trying to solve a crime on the internet? If they didn't have social media, it seemed like that would be our job. I mean, go get a job as a detective. They're hiring. You just getting it out. These niggas just getting it out. Like, but I won't know why. Do it make you sleep better at night? Like, even you interviewers, like, why ask somebody a question they can get them murdered? Why ask somebody a question they can get them 50 years to life in prison? Give me a Ricky Smiley interview, bro. Like, this shit bigger than the police. This shit is bigger than the police. Police could be looking way in somewhere else. Y'all gonna put them right there. It's sad, bro. It really is, bro. And the question is, why? Nobody from both sides know you. It's sad, bro.
Look, man, unfortunately for Boosie, this trend seems like it's here to stay. The simplest explanation behind Boosie's frustration comes down to one word: money. A lot of these YouTubers and content creators are generating serious income by covering crimes and playing amateur detective. That's really the bottom line. Money keeps the content coming. And realistically, the only thing that could put a stop to it is legal action, because until then, people are protected by free speech. So expect to see a lot more of this kind of content going forward. Which means if you're someone connected to the streets or tied to a celebrity, a rapper, or anyone in the public eye, it's more important than ever to stay far away from criminal activity. That's actually part of why I was trying to warn YG's inner circle. Don't get involved with that. You will get caught, and you could end up in prison even if you weren't the one who committed the crime. The real danger with content creators and YouTubers trying to solve crimes on camera is that they sometimes point fingers at the wrong person entirely. We've seen it happen before. Someone gets shot and killed, and almost immediately, fans online start playing detective and accusing the wrong person, the same way it played out after Takeoff was killed in Houston. Rest in peace. So the safest way to stay out of these investigations and out of harm's way altogether is simple. Don't commit crimes in the first place. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Does Boosie have a valid point about podcasters and YouTubers solving crimes online, or does he need to catch up with how things work now? Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.